Hello and welcome once again to RimWorld. Now, in the last episode we sent off a trade caravan, take a moment to load, off to this settlement here to trade 1,901 potatoes for a uranium bed. Now hopefully I can deconstruct the uranium bed, which will give me enough uranium to finish this new ship reactor. The reason I'm hoping that is because if it works, I can then get rid of all of these solar panels and all of the batteries. Hooray! That will hopefully also get rid of that stupid and annoying event that causes the batteries to overload and set fire to something and drains all my power. So, you know, I'm hopeful that I'll get enough. I only need about 40 uranium because I've got 110 and this thing requires 150. So yeah, I need 40 uranium. So not exactly a massive amount. And they should be here within seconds. Come on. You ever gonna arrive? Heaters broke down, typical. Oh, and you turned up at the top. Well, okay, I'm not gonna comment or complain. You're here. That's all that matters. And there is a uranium bed. So, who is our best constructor? Bard. Would you mind if I set that to deconstruct? Can you prioritize it, please? So, how much uranium? 262. Yes, that is excellent. That gave me enough to finish that off. Oh, that's brilliant. In fact, Bard, can you straight away go and finish building that? Oh, I'm so happy. Oh, we've got an item stash opportunity. So a steel mace, a pump shotgun, a bolt action rifle, assault rifle, charge rifle. Ooh, charge rifle. 23 days to get there. Where is it? If we could get there. I don't know. It's probably not worth it for like the small amount of weapons that are there. Nah, we're going to ignore it. So if you could finish our new reactor, please. And in fact, all of these are fully charged. Can I uninstall? No, I can only oh yeah, uninstall it. There we go. I want all of these uninstalled. Most of these uninstalled. The reason I'm not deconstructing them is because an uninstalled battery can be useful, especially a fully charged battery, can be useful when plugged into other things. Oh, although we're now... tell you what, cancel the order for the moment because we're draining power out of them again. Although, no, now it's not draining power out of them. Oh, because the sun lamp's turned off, obviously. Yeah, uninstall them. In fact, just uninstall them all. Because this is nearly done. And once it is, we will have a ridiculous amount of power. I'm just waiting for this thing to kick on and me to have like 2,000 odd power overnight. Oh, that'd be brilliant. Boom! Look how much power we have. Oh, he's now starving. Yeah, go and have something to eat, man. Sorry, I didn't mean to starve you to death while you were doing that, but oh, look at the power. So we can now uninstall the batteries and not worry about having the event that causes these to discharge fully and, you know, set fire to everything in my base. I can also, quite safely, deconstruct all of these to get some of the steel and some of the components back. At which point I can build another one of these. Yes, I am going totally insane with the amount of power production I can make. I don't care. Oh dear. Ah, look, Andreas is already out there pulling these things apart. Good job, man, good job. Tell you what, link that to there. Although deconstruct that one and that one. And that one. Must have missed them with my sweep. Yep, that's fine. Eventually these will be uninstalled. They're all at max power, so I don't really have to worry too much. And they shouldn't be draining at any point. Unless we get a event that drains them. Hoping we don't, but... Ooh, rare thrombos. Multiple of them. That is rare. And a male and a female. Oh. Tame them. Tame them both. That would be amazing if we managed to tame them. A buck has self-tamed. You can be slaughtered. Thank you for joining our colony, but you're not required. What is required is for me to train these two little timber wolves that have been born. You guys to be fully trained. Our cow, I'm still waiting for it to give birth. You are not allowed to follow him into battle, nor should he be the master. Ophelia is the master of all animals. For no reason other than I find it funny. Instead of the mad cat woman, she's the mad dog and wolf woman. Just again, because I can. Oh, we're finally building the last few guns because we're getting all the steel and components from these. We've got a visitor coming in. Okay. A battery breakdown. Okay, I tell you what, don't uninstall that one. Once we've installed it again, it can charge up and then we can uninstall it. Oh, we can't go a single episode without at least one battery breaking down. I swear. You know what? Can you focus on uninstalling these, please? No, keep uninstalling them. Come on. Wow, he is quick at this. I don't even have enough time to sort of double click the spacebar before he's finished. My God. This is how long it takes, and yet you just wouldn't come and do it. And that thing is now fully charged. Done. Got them all. And a solar flare's just shut down all my power. Oh my god. I don't have to worry about solar or anything, and then a solar flare comes along and it's just like, yeah, but everything shuts down with me. God damn you. Right. Now the floor in here is granite, I believe. Yep. So if you could finish that floor off, that would be wonderful. Wouldn't mind a couple more doors there and there. As we're expanding out, we'll seal these areas off and make sure they're within our own areas. Tell you what, have granite blocks be above slate blocks with this one. And I wouldn't mind bumping up the amount as well. God damn you, why can't I just... Never mind, there, that'll do. Yeah, we'll have 2,000 of them because, again, we've got a lot of granite and we don't have an awful lot of slate. So we might start building with granite a lot more. Solar flare's ending. Wonderful. So we've got nothing stored, but as long as we continue to have a positive number here, it doesn't matter. Gundos, you wouldn't mind just prioritising butchering these creatures, would you, for the moment? Just because I think it's important to get rid of all of the creatures we can. They take up less room in our freezer then, I suppose. Lovely, thank you. Thank you very much. Now, eventually, someone will probably come and build this reactor. Although we're out of steel. So, yeah. Doesn't surprise me, to be honest, to be out of steel. In fact, for the moment, we'll cancel that one because we are doing okay on power. I don't truly need it. It is nice to have enough uranium to build one, though. That's always a good thing. I could also start building some of the other things we need for the ship. Although, no. I want my colony to continue on this planet for a while. Doe revenge. Oh. Revenge on one of the wolves that's trying to have a... You tore off his tail? Like, seriously? You tore off his tail? You annoying little thing. Yeah, don't forbid it. I would much prefer it get taken into my base and used. Slightly annoying. Ophelia. There we go. So, what is it? It takes 20 days and you're on the 13th day already. Is that... Am I reading that correctly? $20 days isn't that bad for a new cow. Although we might get a bull, in which case that will be annoying. If we get a bull, I'll probably kill one of the older bulls. Because I see no real need to have more than one bull. Tell you what else. I am going to cancel putting the flooring down in these rooms. Because instead, I'm going to go with granite floors. And I know at the moment we don't have enough granite floor to do this. But considering we've got a lot more granite than we do slate chunks, I think it'll just be a little bit quicker and easier to do that. Especially as we've now swapped this table to make granite blocks first. So yeah. I'm still so happy we finally got these reactors running. It's like we've gone so long without one, and now we've got two of them just running away. It's, it's ridiculous. Oh, you gotta laugh sometimes how things happen. Wow, we got a decent amount of meat from all of them, didn't we? That would definitely help us in our meal production. We've got 70 milk, lovely. We've only got 46 meals? Wow. We are low. Might even be a good idea to build a third one. Well, I don't have two people working on both of them at the moment, do I? I think I've only got one person working on it. Even though cooking is down as one of my most important jobs. I know I've got cleaning as a rank 1, but with everyone doing the cleaning, you know, that shouldn't really matter much. They should just run around, clean a bit, and be awful, like, in a relatively quick amount of time, so... stop trying to clean those areas, because until we advance past that door, I really couldn't care less about that area. Same as that. Couldn't really care less about it because it's beyond where I'm going to build a wall. Got food poisoning, well that sucks. Put a door there and just there, because again that's where I'm stopping, although I would prefer a slate block door than a steel door, because slate blocks are easier to get than steel. Okay. We've finished taking all of them out, lovely. So now we've got another room here that I have no idea what I'm going to use for. I'll find a use for it eventually, I'm sure. Puppy has been bitten to death. By what? A fox. Bard, will you go and attack that fox, please? Keep going, just good. Thank you, Bard. Because it just killed one of my dogs. Okay. So you're what, 14 days now? Oh, and we're planting more hay grass. So we're already at the point where we can grow stuff outside again by the looks of it. That's something some of this area could be used for, I suppose. More fields. I might just demolish it and reseal it there. I don't know. Depends. That's annoying. Out of all of those rocks, we got a single slate chunk. Typical. It is nice that they're going out and doing this, though. It means that they don't have a lot of other work to do. Still, I think we're doing alright now. We're cargo pods. with some psychoid plants in. Is that's slate? Well, tell you what, claim it all, then deconstruct it all, and remove all the flaws. Thank you. Great. Loads of people have just been infected by sensory mechanites. So they're going to have constant pain, they're going to have better sight, better hearing, better talking, better manipulation, and tiredness. It's a good thing and a bad thing. I mean, muscle parasites is just terrible, it just hurts them constantly. At least that does help in some way, but it's still an annoyance. Oh, we've got a large sculpture here. I think just there might be nice. Thank you. 5 of our colonists have sensory mechanites. At least Nadine doesn't and Ophelia doesn't, our 2 doctors. Speaking of doctoring, can you sort of prioritise doctoring? Already doctoring, lovely. She's going to be a bit slower than Nadine, but, you know, dealing with the sensory mechanites might actually be a good way to teach her to be a doctor. Because we are slowly training her as a doctor. She's not a great doctor already. Got food poisoning. Might also be time to start making, where are we? Using the fermenting barrels and making some alcohol. I know they've got to be a certain temperature, I can't remember whether it's got to be cold or warm. But this room might be a good spot for it. Because we've already got the brewery here. So we can make wort. Do until you have, what, say 100 wort. That requires hops and it makes wort. Yeah, we'll set that up so they'll make some hops, or they'll make some wort, because we've got the hops being produced here, and so we've got some stored in here. Look, 300 of them. Well, and I will be back in a moment. I will just have a quick look up and see about the fermenting barrel and what it needs. Okay, so it's pretty simple. The barrels have to be between 7 and 30 degrees. If they're above 30 degrees, then the hops will spoil and you won't get anything. And if it's below 7 degrees, then it just pauses and waits for it to be above. So, yeah, that's pretty good, to be honest. So, let's fill this room out with them. We're going to make a lot of beer. Perfect. In fact, we can even do one there and one there, because we can get to those ones from the sides. That works. And I suppose we could remove one and put a heater in, just in case. So the heater will keep this room up to temperature. It's already at 19 degrees. I don't think we need to be honest. It should stay at the right temperature. Wouldn't mind a light in there though. So that is going to require quite a bit of steel, but once it's up and running, we will be brewing well, the hops turn into wort, and then the wort will take about 10 days to brew into beer. And it's a 1-to-1 with the fermenting barrels, so each can take 25 wort, and you'll get 25 beer out of them. So, perfect. Oh, it tells you when you build it, 32 degrees. Oh. Well, fair enough then. If I'd just built one, I would have known that. Never mind. So we'll constantly be making hops into wort when we have some available. I might have gone overboard with the number of fermenters that I've got, but, you know, we'll see. And it's a use for our ridiculous overstock of wood. 90%, 80%. I want to see what happens when these... Oh, it looks like... Have they been cutting these down when they get to 100%? I think our people may have done. One of my coolers is broken down. Okay, well, that'll get fixed then soon. Oh, and all of these are ready to harvest. Lovely. So we're getting an influx of medicine. I like having medicine to spare. It is always a good thing. But yeah, getting beer is just another thing that will make my colonists happy. So it's just, you know, a decent way of stopping them getting upset. Clothes. Well, we are getting to the point where most of the clothes have been made. So we've got the button-down shirt, parkas and toques left. And then we'll have made all of the clothes requirements. Lovely. That's excellent. At which point the crafters will move on to something else. Because I think clothes, yeah, tailoring is... you know what, you're such a good crafter. I might bump... No, tailoring has to be above crafting, because otherwise they'll never get to the tailoring. Because I have so many craft jobs, they'll never finish them all. So no, it is much more important than that be a 2. Oh. Although I could lower you down to 2 for it. Or a 3. Because your growing is more important for you. Because you've got a passion for it. So yeah. Yeah, we'll lower that down to a 3 for him. Well, my base is retaining temperature quite well at this point. I was worried about those rooms getting overheated, but they're not, at least. Although we are at 15 degrees outside, so that's probably why. Ooh, another alpaca. Let's tame you. Could do with another alpaca. We've got a few, but... an AI persona core. Yeah, to be honest, we've got a few of those of our own. We've still got 4 of them. Can I sell some? Oh, I thought I did. I must be going mad. Oh no, we contemplated selling some to the city down here. Oh. But we didn't in the end. Wow, and the AI persona core is just there. It's not too far away. So there's a manhunter pack there. Wow. In some ways I want to go and go for it. It's going to be there for 17 days. How long would it take us to get there? 3.5 days. Or 3.2. Oh, no. No. Although that's something else I can do with those batteries. I could take them with me, as well as some guns. And then put the batteries there and attach the guns. Like the turrets. Oh my god, that's actually a fun idea. I may have to do that at some point. Just to try it out and see if it works well. Or we could do that with the next poison or psychic ship that lands down. You know, just move a few of the guns and the batteries across. Who knows, might work well. Set all these to auto rearm, please. I wouldn't mind these ones being finished as well, to be honest. We're waiting on the slate blocks for them, which is why it's going to take a while. Still, all in all, look at that. We've got most of the fermenting barrels up. Or, well, I say most, half of them up. Although I don't think we have any hops yet. Would you mind... Oh, it's a cooking skill. Oh, wow. Okay. Making kibble. Instead of that, can you prioritise making some hops? Look, he's got a bucket of water. Not refrigerated. Okay. So that means that I do not want wort left in these. Drugs. I probably don't want beer left in there either. There it is, wort. Copy the settings. Paste the settings. But that means that this over here, I do want beer, I do want wort. So how much wort did that actually make? Made 5. Okay. So it makes 5 at a time. Can you prioritise? Oh, you can't haul. Okay. Kelly? Prioritise filling that fermenting barrel. Hey, look at that. Progress 0.04%. So we've started beer production. But that is where I'm going to leave off, guys. So please like, comment and subscribe, and I shall see you next time.